Ugurati Timaya Svargodamai Lahachava Yarbon Alam Almaya Antu Makabele Malchaya Yarbon Alam Almaya Antu Makabele Malchaya Yarbon Alam to the life of all the worlds, to the life of all the worlds. To our friends in other countries, we'll try to let you know how it feels for us here. To our friends in the animal kingdom, it's like, you know, when they let you out of that crate, let you run around a little. It feels like that. You know, when you couldn't breathe for 4 years, you couldn't take a good breath, it feels like that.
Oh, God.
You know that feeling of doom that you had for 4 years? It feels like that. Ya Rabbon Alam, Ya Almaya, Antuma Bilik Mafaya, Ya Rabbon Alam, Almaya.
The first changes will be internal changes. These first changes.
You want to cry, but you know, if you start crying, you think you won't be able to stop. So we're not going to cry for a while.
It's hard listening to Kamala.
And we got what to do.
We do. We have work to do.
We got what to do. Because, you know, as the psalmist says, there are enemies about, and they got game.
They do.
Gotta be vigilant. By the way, this just in.
What?
Message from Maimonides.
Oh, good.
Want to hear it?
Yeah, of course.
Should we start with that?
Yeah, because Maimonides, you know, I think probably understood, you know, that there were real dangers. There continue to be real dangers, but God, I'm grateful for this night of hope.
This just in.
All right, let's hear it. He was a physician, you know, as well as a philosopher.
You know, I hear from him regularly.
I know.
But he's been
him.
quiet lately.
Mm.
I think, too, that the ancestors have been holding their breaths also.
Well, let's hear. Let's hear from my
All life forces had been dormant for a while.
Mm.
And now they can start to come alive. All the life forces. The life, that song I just sang, to the life of all the worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Start to come alive again.
Oh, gosh. Think about these 4 years. You know, our grandson is 4 years old, and we were trying to explain to him. It's hard to explain why we were so grateful, why we were so happy about this election. and how we were hoping things would change and be better for him. And of course, for him, it's all about the germ. He said, "Will Joe Biden get rid of the germ?"
The germ.
Yes, Harry. We think we'll have a better plan.
This just in.
From the physician Maimonides.
On the Shabbos that we studied, that we read, Vayera, and we talked about in this week's teaching, in our book this week. In our book, Maimonides reminds us he could pop his head outside the bubble for a moment and take a God's eye view, a long look, just for a moment to take a long look. And he saw and understood everything just for a moment. And this is what he left with us. Maimonides prays for our country. I've taught you to traffic in the particulars. There is what to do in the realm of daily and ordinary and individual and personal, and to encounter danger where it presents itself in the non-abstract. I have taught that. Then, every once in a while, I have taught you to take a God's eye view. Stick your head out of the bubble for a moment. Take a long look. And on this Shabbat, Vayera, I'm reminding you to see from outside. And the God's eye view where difficult stories you encounter on this Sabbath, all of them, a vision, an appearance from a place where God is seen, or a place where God sees. In the blessings, God. In the mess, God too. All of it. So much life as we know it. Up and down, light and dark, holy and not yet holy, silent and noisy. In some hidden vision, this a reminder from Maimonides, Moshe, son of Maimon, 12th century rationalist, far thinker. On this Sabbath, you may take a long look. Amen.
Amen. Amen. So it's always end. We had a beautiful Shabbat day here in St. Louis, and of course while we were doing services this morning, because we're online, of course the news came that the election had been called for Biden and Harris, and of course that turned Shabbat services that are all about joy even filled with even more joy. But then, there's always the end, and we also got the news that Jonathan Sachs passed. Great loss for learning, for someone who lived teachings, great teachings. I'm trying to remember the teaching. It was a profound, I can't remember anything right now, but he came here to St. Louis just a few years ago and gave, remember that profound teaching?
Yeah.
It might even have been about this portion. Well, I'll have to think about that one for next time. Honor him in some way. But his books are just really jewels of thought and challenge.
And this Sabbath was a particularly appropriate one because in the book and in the losses, in the lights and in the darks, in the expressed and the unexpressed, in all of it. There's the great, what's Buddhists call it? The full catastrophe. All bound up together.
Yeah.
In the stories and in the shadow stories. This just in.
Okay.
Blessing. Bless the God of socks. S-O-C-K-S. Bless the God of socks and other foundational things, not seen, not discussed, not fussed, but without them, what? Bless the underblessed, the underwear, the underruse, the underknown, the undersaid, the underloved. Bless all that underneathiness. Bless, let it sit overnight, first thought, not best thought. Still, you can mess with good thoughts. On the other hand, tinker is heavy work. Bless think. Bless ambiguous. Bless the underneath, for it sustains. Bless manifest, the other side too. Bless think. Bless yes.
Bless yes.
Shabbat Vayera Makam Nawa.
Nice. So havdala means it's time to let go of this gift of time that we are given each week. Shabbat. Taste of the world to come. And we let go with a symbol of joy, for even in the darkness there is joy, there is hope. The spices to awaken us, in case that extra soul, when it leaves, dulls you or dims you a little bit, we have the spices to revive us, for we have work to do. Tonight we celebrate, and tomorrow we go back to work. Back to work. Clean up the mess. Build hope and trust again. Because it's really true, I think, that, we're here in St. Louis. We know that Ferguson tore a scab off a festering wound in this nation that was making us sick. And this was all part of that. But now I think we're getting to the root of it. We're getting to the source of the sickness, and we're going to get better. We will be better. Remembering that we can take this notion that we can take the ordinary, the not yet holy, and make it holy even during the week.
Creator of the fruit of the vine. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Borei minei v'samim. Creator of the variety of spices. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Borei miorei ha'esh. Creator of the lights of the fire. The lights of the fire. Baruch atah Adonai המבדיל בין קודש לחורבן ולחושך, בין ישראל לימין, ששת ימי המעשה. ברוך אתה אדוני המבדיל בין קודש לחור. Blessed are you who distinguishes between the holy and the not yet holy, the holy and the not yet holy. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Atishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Agiladi, Bimera, V'yameinu, Yavo. Ben David, Mashiach Ben David, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Atishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu
Some things that happen. Every once in a while the world works right. And we feel that Eliyahu Hanavi, Elijah, is just a little closer to let us know Yamei Mashiach, these days of equity, of peace, of justice, as the Psalms continue to challenge us to do. These days are closer. Tonight we believe it.
Teach me. Yeah, I wanna be a Giladi. עוד יבוא משיח בן דוד. Eliyahu Hanavi Atishbi, Eliyahu Hanavi Agiladi. עוד יבוא משיח בן דוד.
So I think we need one more song.
Okay.
And do you remember the other melody that you created for Don't Alone? Can you pull it up?
The slow one?
Yeah, or the fast one. Might be nice to have a fast one. Do you remember the fast one?
The fast one would probably be easier to draw up than the slow one. The slow one I gotta think about for a second.
I think it would be good to have a fast one, don't you think? Let's have something. There's people dancing in the streets tonight. You know, the psalmist said that whatever else is happening, remember to sing. And sing out loud, sing within, and dance. It says, you know, in Ecclesiastes, there's a time to mourn, a time to grieve, and a time to dance. So pull up that fast one. You got it?
Oh man. Oh, that one.
Yeah. Jim's got a lot of melodies for a Don't Alone. But we love a Don't Alone because the basic message is, lo yira, don't be afraid, have awe, no fear. We got this. We got this.
Very good.
We do something else.
I'm gonna make one up.
Well, how about something happy? How about
Okay.
something from your youth? When I met Jim in Jerusalem, he was singing the blues. He was singing ragtime and blues. He was kind of famous in the streets of Jerusalem. That's the one. That's the one.
All right, got it. Don't allow my shame, my life, b'terem kol yitzir nivra. Re'na sabe cheso kol hazay melech shemo nikra. Na-na-na, na-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na-na. ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא והוא היה והוא הווה והוא יהיה בתפארה. והוא אחד אין שני להמשיל לו להכבירה בלי ראשית בלי תכלית ולא העוז והמשרה. Na 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 na. Ueli v'chai go'ali v'tzur chevli v'etzara v'hu nisi umanos li menakosi b'yom mekra. Na 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 na. Na 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 בידו אבקיד רוחי והייתי שם ויעירה ועם רוחי גבייתי אדוני לי ולא יירא. Na 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 na. Into your hands I entrust my spirit. Time that I lie down, the time that I rise up, with my spirit, my body too. God is with me, I shall not fear. Na 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 na
Shavua Tov, everyone. Take a breath. Everybody's worked hard, prayed hard. I think we'll be back tomorrow morning. I think at least one more day. Still praying for the soul of this nation with the Psalms. See you in the morning, 9:30. Have a great night. Take a breath. Enjoy. We'll be back to work tomorrow. Shavua Tov. A good week.